There are a lot of different chase perks in Dead by Daylight, but Zanshin Tactics is one of the most slept on. Zanshin Tactics has two different effects. It shows you the auras of nearby pallets and windows, like the Survivor perk Windows of Opportunity, and it also reveals the auras of survivors who drop pallets near you. These two effects don't sound very strong on their own, but in practice their strength is immediately apparent. Any character that can hit through walls, from Vecna to the Unknown, can use these auras to turn a guessing game into a near guaranteed hit, significantly reducing the time that you spend in chase. Even without a way to cheat in hits, just knowing exactly how a survivor is holding a tile, or if they've decided to make a break for it when they think you can't see them behind a tall wall, can give you critical information that can help you catch a survivor far sooner than they'd expect. Survivors will also get no notification or clue that you have the perk either, and since it's not a common perk at all, if they're not running some way to suppress your aura reading, then they'll likely never figure it out. Today, we're going to be playing Pyramid Head, who can not only sneak in some cheeky hits with his power, but can also utilize the vault location aura reading to its fullest potential too, letting you always have your punishment attack ready when survivors think that they're safe. The rest of our build is going to synergize with our plan as well. Lethal Pursuer reveals the auras of survivors at the start of a trial, while also extending the duration of our other aura reading perks and add-ons, including Zanshin Tactics. This is particularly useful now that the behavior has recently changed the spawn logic of survivors, meaning that a lot of experienced players will inadvertently head to the wrong areas at the start of a match without Lethal Pursuer. Eruption is our slowdown perk of choice. Pyramid Head doesn't take great advantage of many slowdown perks, since its cages won't trigger on-hook effects, but Eruption triggers on all downs and is applied to generators by kicking, so it's no issue at all for us to use it. Our final perk is Nowhere to Hide. As we're already kicking generators to apply Eruption, we'll naturally get great value from this perk without trying, and with Lethal Pursuer, the duration of it is extended as well. For add-ons, we're trying something a little bit different. We're running the Spearhead along with the leopard print fabric. Honestly, the fabric is not very useful, and I was just experimenting with it a bit, but the Spearhead adds valuable information after caging a survivor, and as a bonus, it has its duration extended by Lethal Pursuer as well. Zanshin Tactics may not be a very popular perk, but let me show you exactly why you should be using it. Let's get to the gameplay. Okay, Dead Dog Saloon. This is a pretty decent map, so I'm happy to see it. Pyramid Head struggles a little bit with elevation, but it shouldn't be much of a concern. We got one survivor that's kind of like way over there, but we got to chase right away, and she's going to go right for the window. We can get a nice easy hit. Let's swing around. She's going to go for the upstairs window, as people always tend to do. Let's see if we can maybe... she's going to go that way. Okay. Let's just break this. We're going to need to break this at some point anyway, so... let's put down some trails as we're running here. You never know when survivors will be stepping on an odd trail that they might not have expected. And let's see where she is headed. Zanshin Tactics is a perk that I just really, really like. I rarely see anybody using it, but Pyramid Head especially can take great advantage of this. I hear her. Let's hide my red stain a little bit. There you go. If you try to avoid the torment trails too hard, you make getting a hit in nice and easy. What was I saying? Yeah, Zanshin Tactics is really nice. Like Windows of Opportunity, that's a very popular perk for survivors. And I would argue that it's definitely more important for survivors to see where the windows and pallets are in advance, just because they're the ones like setting the pace of a chase, like they're choosing where to run to. But for Killer, it can be really, really nice as well, especially if you're just kind of playing a little bit more casually. Where did you go? Oh, you're still over here. There you are. Especially if you're playing like a little bit more casually and you're not like super being attentive of what's dropped and what's not. Oh no, I'm not gonna break your little your freeze trap, chemical trap I think it's called. That's just gonna sit there. It'll go away after a minute. But yeah, not only seeing the auras of the windows and the pallets, but seeing the survivor auras. Like, that's the key. Like, you can do some really, really fun stuff, especially with a killer like Pyramid Head who can hit through walls. So hopefully I can show that off just a little bit. As I am going, though, I'll be putting on these trails all over the place. Not only do you get a little bit of blood points every time you do put a trail down, but survivors who are not paying attention might get tormented and give us a little extra advantage in the game. Okay, so she's going to juke away from it. You never know with survivors. Always good to do little tests. And she didn't juke quite hard enough there. She's making a beeline for main, but I think we're going to catch up to her in time. Yeah, no way you can juke out of that. Let's pick her up really quick in case there's somebody nearby. Nope, nobody. Someone up top, but they didn't drop down or anything. That generator up top's a little hard to defend. We can go up there and try to kick it, apply eruption to it. But if we lose that one, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to put down some trails right here, though. Just in case someone tries to flee by dropping straight down. You never know. I could, like, try to shoot through here, but... yeah, he's long gone. I'll wait till we're done being blinded. You know, with our big eyes on the front of our Pyramid Head. Oh, you know what? We got a survivor on this gen right here. We don't even need to directly pressure that gen right now. Because as soon... oh, no juking back from her, huh? As soon as we down somebody, Eruption's going to pop it for us. Let's see. And she doesn't double back at all. Okay, okay. So she's just a straight runner. We got to remember that. Survivors tend to have, like, fairly distinct play patterns. And this Kate is very straightforward. Let's cut around the back here. Maybe she's not really looking. Yeah, she's not. And we get the nice little down and the nice eruption pop too on the jet. I'm going to just put her in a cage and rush right over there because we know where a survivor is. I don't know if we can actually... yeah, we saw our aura for a second there. That was a little bonus from lethal. I don't know if we can interrupt this. That thing has a lot of progress. There may actually be two survivors here. I'm going to hide my red stain as I moonwalk over here. Yeah, we were able to get just close enough. And what are you doing? You needed to hide way earlier than that. Unfortunately, getting the grab there means we can't kick the generator. You know what? Hold on. They're going for a heal right here. We see her aura thanks to our spearhead add-on. Oh man, I didn't have the range for that. You know, Pyramid Head is his base range was increased. Hold on, let's get a double hit here. His base range was increased when they changed all his add-ons. So I don't. It's not as super necessary to run like the range add-ons as it used to be. So I'm just experimenting with a whole bunch of his add-ons. This leopard print or whatever it's called add-on, it seems really useless to me. I'm not finding any use out of it. But this spearhead is kind of nice. You don't always know where the survivors get caged to. Some maps it can be a little weird. So seeing that, it's kind of like Lethal Pursuer, where if you run it enough, like even after you stop running it, you're going to have a better idea of where these cages are. And let's cage you really quick. We are down to 1 gen, so it's going pretty quick. Probably because they're just letting survivors stay on these hooks way too long. That being said, this gen is not very close. So we aren't super worried for the second. Pyramid Head, he doesn't have a ton of mobility. Oh, I don't know if I make this. Nope, just a little too slow. He's not one of the most mobile killers. So if the gens are too far, it can be a little tricky. Like, he's a killer that I'd love to use pain res on, but because it doesn't work with cages, I just find it to be like a really inefficient perk. Because there's going to be times where like you have to pick between using your perk and using your ability, and I don't know. That's just, it's inefficient. I try to be as efficient with my builds as I can. Let's see. This has no progress. Let's just put down a couple of trails, get some points. Here's somebody right here. Okay, we get somebody stepping on this here. We don't have a real reason to chase that other survivor who's healthy anyway. So we might as well go for a cage. Because at least that way it'll get us back into the game a little bit faster. We have played this ultra fair, by the way, where hooked everybody twice. So every down now is going to be a kill. Let's give her a little love tap as she runs off. And we see this one goes right here. She doesn't take it. We know that this Kate is kind of straightforward with her chasing. Oh, just came on a pallet, huh? Actually doubling back this time, huh? Huh. That one looked like a hit, but I must have been just a tiny bit off. Let's head back over here. We got a couple survivors trying to pop this one. Yeah, and you are coming back down. Not the right choice. Ooh, she's gonna go for this window. I don't think I can get it. Ooh, I did get it. Nice. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. You never know when you can get it. We are just gonna pick you up and put you on a hook because you are not tormented, unfortunately. We can get right back to this generator though, that we need the pressure. Eruption is still on cooldown, so I'm not gonna kick it quite yet. I don't want to chase that Dwight in that area. Let's just take a look at this. Yeah, this gen's almost done too. Let's hurry up here. She's full health, unfortunately. And staying full health because I guess I can't shoot my trail in midair. I should be able to get her here. Okay, here is the injured Kate, who wants me to chase her for some reason. As a general rule of thumb, we try not to chase people who want to be chased. And she wants to get stunned here. Too bad she's just going to get chopped instead. We're going to rush back over here, see if we can stop this from popping. Ooh, it's close. Oh, we can't stop it. Man. I can't stop from doing that. Man, it is just so convenient being able to see which pallets and stuff that they can run to. Yeah, there's nowhere this Dwight's going. Let's give him a quick chop. And let's see if we can interrupt that Kate. She's probably waiting right on a door, though, so... Yeah, because we saw she was in this area. Yeah, she's right on that door. Well, you know what? I'll take a 11 hook game. Not bad at all. Those gens were going pretty fast at first, but... we did a pretty good job, I'd say. I will say, too, we've had a lot less map offerings since the map offering changed. Ugh, boy, is that a good feeling. Let's see what everybody brought. Oh, that Sable had nothing. P100 with no perks. It's trying to show off, I guess, but... Yeah, and the Dwight had a toolbox build there, too. That would explain that one gen that was a little fast. But hey, you know, it worked out. We had a fun game. Let's go on to the next one. Family Residence. I like this map. Not a bad map. I feel like I get Yamoka a lot, but probably just my imagination. We have all 4 survivors over here, which is about where I expect them to be. We see one survivor's going right on the gen, so let's push them off that one. One thing that's fun about Lethal Pursuer is that it kind of works a little bit like Corrupt Intervention. You know, like, just knowing where the survivors are, means you can kind of force them to not work on those early gens. It's a nice little bonus. They're putting that boon right up. Thankfully, boons aren't as much of an issue as they used to be once upon a time. She's just going straight line here. So yeah, we gotta pay attention. The only kind of boon that's really a big concern. You know, I went against a little rock crevice there by accident, but it worked out. See a couple guys here. Oh, they got flashlights out. Okay, I was about to say the only boon that we're really concerned about would be exponential. Let survivors pick themselves up. These guys have a feeling of a group that let's do a little bit of bullying, a little bit of trolling. We'll have to see how it goes. Groups like that, actually, I don't really mind playing against them. I mean, it can be a little stressful, right? But they're not doing gens and they're following you around with the flashlight. So that's always something nice. We'd have to be really quick with our pickups though. Someone might be right behind us. No, nobody. We do want to be unpredictable with our pickups too. You know, sometimes we'll pick right up. Sometimes we'll fake a pickup. Just little things that'll keep them guessing. And this Tori is making a lot of distance here. Okay, here's her again with that flashlight. As I'm sure I've said 100 times before, someone wants us to chase them, we're probably going to avoid doing so. I got a gut instinct this one's waiting right over here, maybe not? Okay, here they are. And they're really not happy, are they? Let's put her in the basement and head back on over. We're gonna have to chase her eventually, of course, but we'll make sure we do it when it's best and most convenient for us. I'm gonna break this right here. Make it a little bit easier to get in. Yeah, she really wants to be chased. That probably means that someone's going for the rescue right now. Let's head back here and see if someone's going for that unhook. Okay, here's somebody right here. Okay, there's that boon too. It's kind of in a weird corner, so I'm thinking maybe just like a circle of healing. We'll see. And see, she's kind of spinning in this area here. I think I get a safe pickup by this. If there was someone right in front of me, they'd get us, but I think then focus on that unhook, we should be okay. Not going to go for the basement, of course, because they'll just body block us. Okay, up you go. Okay, let's break this thing. I do wish you could, like, permanently crush it, but I'm not bringing that terrible totem crushing perk. Let's see, where are you guys? Are you sneaking around here? No, I did see a crow fly off, so probably not there. I'm gonna put down some trails here. Get a tiny bit of slowdown if someone tries to crouch walk over them. Let's kick this. We can use nowhere to hide, look around, see any auras. I don't see anybody nearby. Somebody was over there in that corner after all, huh? I want to get rid of that totem, but I'll come back to that in a second. Yeah, I see your flashlight. If you want to be chased so bad, we'll chase you. Yeah, keep clicking. There we go. Thank you, Zanshin Tactics. You're going to the wall. Let's put you right up on a hook. There's one right here. Oh, wow. Well, that was a double coordinate. So she was going for the sabot while someone else was around the corner with a flashbang? I didn't even hear that flashbang. That was impressive. Man, that was... I'm honestly impressed by that. Okay, we will breathe down her here. You know that she won't be able to resist going for the blind here. And, oh. You know, my ears almost failed me there, leading me right to that corner, but nothing here she can do. Yeah. Oh, you're blind this. Okay, let's push her off this gen. I don't want to get that totem quite yet. She's got a lot of distance. Let's get rid of this, just in case. We can kick this. Use the aura reading. Man, that boon is going back up. They're trying something there. That might be an exponential that they're trying some crazy play with. Okay, we see them going for the heal. That was a fast heal, so she's got some healing perks there. Yeah. We're gonna go for your friend right here. Hello, Tori. Tari. Let's head back over here. And I think... Ooh, okay, she's just far enough away. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to stun me with this. Not if I back up. Ha. Okay, let's put her on this hook. Well, this one doesn't have the opening there. Oh. Okay, I hear her right behind me. I mean, look, if you're going to let me get it down this easy, I will take it. Okay, you're just going to run. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to cut off any chance you've got. She didn't touch the trail of torment right there. I guess I hit her a split second right before. And I see that toolbox there. I'm going to hook real quick. Second hook for the Thalita. Where are you going? You're going for the pallet here, where we'll put down some trails. We'll force her to get tormented if she walks through it. Oh. Oh, okay, that was weird. I swear those scratch marks looked like I went in there. But she didn't get tormented or anything, so I should have known better. In fact, she can tell that she is trying very hard not to get tormented. Wants to get flashlight saved. Okay, she clearly wants me to hit her here and go down in the open. Actually, you know what? Maybe if I can get her to step. There we go. Man, I didn't think that would actually work. Okay, well. Nope. Okay, no, you're too far away. She's back over here. I can't believe she stepped in that little bit. Where are you going? Man, that second time now that corner got me with the scratch marks. Oh, are you mad? Are you upset that I killed your friend? What, is no more fun for you anymore? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. Yep, and there's the DC. I mean, come on. Do you really gotta be a sore loser like this? Take the fun you got and be satisfied with it, huh? Let's see. Any auras nearby? No? Oh, hey. A win is a win, and this was a fun win. Man, I'm still blown away by that. That really coordinated double blind around the corner with the sabble there. That was nice. Yeah, the funny thing is, well, you know, I didn't even hear the sound. There probably was one, I'm sure, but I don't know. Those things have always been pretty buggy. And something tells me she is just out. She is done playing. She doesn't want to do any more, so you know what? We'll just let her stand there. Let's down the Tori, and then we'll head back. And I bet you she'll still be under that hook. Oh, change your mind? Not going that way? Oh, I guess you're just going down. Okay, up you go. Okay, that hook right next to me is broken. Oh, but you're not wiggling. That makes it nice and easy. Going on a little stroll. Yep, she's still here. Put her up. Get a couple extra points. And goodbye. Man, wasn't that fun? I'm kind of curious about that boon. I wonder if that was exponential. I'm going to assume it was. Let's just look over here. Yeah, triple P100s. The Tori is probably solo, I'd guess. I don't know. Yeah, the boon was indeed exponential. There's two exponentials here. So, shame their plan didn't work out too well, but overall it was a fun game. With Zanshin tactics, you can win those mind games so much easier. In terms of other killers who can use this perk well, we already mentioned killers who can hit through walls, but really any killer that can hit over pallets too will use this perk very well. Xenomorph, Nemesis, Springtrap, etc. are all solid choices for it, but don't take my word for it. I highly recommend that you try it out for yourself. That's it for today's games, and I hope you enjoyed them. And as always, thank you for watching.